Okay guys, so a lot of the golfers, especially on the backswing and the downswing, we're lacking that internal rotation of the hips. So internal rotation basically means as I'm rotating into my backswing, my hip or my thigh is rotating inwards as I rotate back. So you can see that my knee is facing forwards. Okay, then on the downswing, the internal rotation will come as my hips rotate through and my leg is still facing forward. All right, so if we're lacking in that area, as we turn, we might not be able to turn as much, or we might see ourselves roll into the outside of our foot. And again, on the follow through or the downswing, as we come through, you might see ourselves collapsing through or swaying. All right, so a good exercise before we go into some of the internal rotation exercises is to actually loosen off the capsule. All right, so the capsule actually inside the hip tends to get very, very stiff on a lot of people. So this is one of my favorite exercises. So the reason I've got the plate here is that when we transfer our weight side to side, if I move to my right hand side, you'll see that my right hip elevates up. As I move to my left side, my left hip elevates up. Okay, so in a golf swing, as on the follow through or the backswing, so on the follow through, this hip will raise up and back, and on the backswing, this hip should go back and up. So this is a good one. So I've got a 5 kilo plate here, nothing too high, probably about 1 inch tops. I'm just going to stand on the plate. I'm just going to hinge over. I've got one foot very slightly in front of the other. So my left foot is slightly behind my right, about half a foot. Then I'm going to hinge over. I'm going to sit into that left side. My weight's on my left leg. And then I'm just going to drive that hip back. And I'm trying to keep the kneecaps, especially the kneecap on the left, facing forward as I'm hinging over. And then from this position, I'm just going to take 5 breaths. And I should be feeling it just at the back of the glutes right here. Just trying to push the femur back into the socket and then just breathe. 5 breaths, and come back out of that. And then again, just sinking into that left hip, sorry. And just breathe. And you should find after about 3 sets, that's loosening up at the back of the hip. So all that's doing is just giving the freedom for the bone to move in the socket. Okay, so then obviously when we go into some of the other exercises, it might be like the landmine RDL, it just gives you the ability to be able to drive this hip back and still keep this kneecap forward.